Hey guys, Dr. Andrew here. Today I wanted to talk about breaking the habits that you have now termed as yourself, but also creating new habits and then being able to crush those goals you have. We all have goals, we all have dreams, and it's the habit that we've developed each and every day that has led us to living the life we're living. Now, the average human has about 80,000 to 90,000 thoughts a day, and about 85% of those thoughts are the exact same as they were before. Now, what does that mean? It means that we're repeating the same thought patterns, which is then repeating the same behavior, the same emotions. Now, see, the human brain has different frequencies it fires at. So there's a frequency for being stressed. There's a frequency for relaxation. So there's a frequency for rest. There's a frequency for sleep. But there's also a frequency for feelings of bliss. This is when you get goosebumps, when you feel happy, when you feel good. Now, those brain frequencies, they're meant to be firing in all 19 compartments of the brain in a synchronistic fashion. So that they should all be firing at the same rate at the same time. Now, this pattern, it leads to something called coherence. And that's our natural state, because remember, our natural state is health. Now, what happens is when there's out of coherence, we're going to then seek the same stress response we saw the day after day to get us back to that frequency. Now, what does that mean? It means that first of all, the stress patterns that are now part of daily ritualistic life, they're sought after. So we look at the news, we look for toxic people, we gossip, because that keeps us in that stress response that we're longing for, because that's what we're used to. It also creates a narrow vision. So the stress response is it's great in times when you're running from a tiger or you need to get out of a situation. But what happens is we get narrow tunnel vision through this, and our brain is only communicating to vital organs to increase heart rate, to get our muscles going, but is not worried about digestion or states where health and healing takes place. Now, as we're living our lives, we're living in this tunnel vision, we have no broad spectrum of what's going on. So what else do we do all day? Well, we sit on our desks, sit on our computers. What position do people take when they're stressed? Slouched shoulders, head forward like this. We know that's not the 45-degree curves we want in the back. Now, that's going to then be thrown out of alignment, and the brain's not talking to those organs at that point. So what happens? You get a chiropractic adjustment. The chiropractic adjustment then broadens the view of the brain, where the brain is now able to see that joint, that muscle, that organ that it hasn't been able to see before. This is why, and then after that, the brain waves are then put into a coherent fashion. We are back into a healing response. This is the natural state we should be in. Now, this is why a low back problem, you get adjusted, it could create heart health, because everything works together and all healing comes back to the brain. So make sure you're getting your adjustments. Make sure you're sharing this with people so they can get on board too, because we want to see everybody at their most healthiest self, because that's the natural state. That's where we should be. That's where we're meant to be. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you in the office soon.